What can be therapy is you just calling them into a setting like this.
Yeah, and just sharing your story.
And just talking to them. That's therapy.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how much you can help that individual. Because see, then we're not gonna open up to people we don't know sort of kind. Even though it might help you. Like it took me 2 years to find a therapist, and I got to go to Sicklerville. I couldn't find one in the area.
Yeah.
And I went to him for about 3 years before he knew everything about me. Eventually, you open up, but
so in initial phase, you was just
everything
what, not saying nothing.
I'm sad because my son is gone, but it's deeper than that. You understand? Things we going through is so.
So, do the therapist how he get you to?
Because Dr. Smith is so real, bro. He lived what I lived. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Older brother from South Philly, West Philly. And he's lost a daughter. He's dealt with addiction. He's dealt with, he's lived our life. So he was, in my mind, I was comfortable. And he was able to relate to the things that I had to say. And he was able to give me feedback. And I was open to accepting it or not. First time I'm a little stubborn, I didn't. But after a while, I was like, let me try what Dr. Smith suggested. Maybe it'll work. And it worked. Like, he's a big reason why I'm doing what I'm doing now.
Yeah, I was the same way. I had to go on for like a year and a half.
You went there a year and a half for therapy?
Yeah, and my therapist was a white woman. But when I was going through it, I felt the same way. Like, she didn't relate to me and all that. But she didn't. But for me, the stuff I was going through, one, I needed a female perspective. That was the most important part. I needed, because I got used to just hearing niggas' opinions and stuff, and I become kind of pig-headed in that sense. So when I would approach things, it was a lot stubborn, and that's why most of my friends are women. Like, most of my close friends are women, because I need like the other perspective in order to be empathetic to people. Right. But to have her, like she said that she listened to my stuff, and then one, she not black and she's a woman, you know what I mean? And I got to hear, she put you in your place when you need to be. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need the other thing. You need somebody to relate to you. Too many people that related to me just agreeing with me. Or they wouldn't, if they did put me in my place, I wasn't listening to them because I was,
who we are.
Yeah.
We are stubborn.
Yeah.
We are
saying our ways. Also, people think that, I'm going to go see a shrink. They're going to think I'm crazy.
No, it's different. It's different when
people do think that. They associate therapy crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Or therapy weak.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. And I thought that.
The ego, like, man, I'm a man. I don't need no therapy.
Yeah, I felt the same way. But I'm saying that comes with me maturing. Like, I got older, and then, man, I used to be going through stuff and then didn't know why. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, when I was younger, like, when you come here, you be seeing us watch Sopranos and stuff, right? Now, I grew up loving Sopranos because I used to love the violence of it, right? Now that I've just rewatched all 7 seasons, the whole Sopranos is about mental health. The whole thing is all about, and the premise of it is him sitting down with his therapist. Everybody in the series is screwed up mentally. Every single one of them. A lot of them got trauma from living that life, from killing people, from seeing murders happen to children, the mother, everybody. And now that I'm older and I look back at it, I'm like, damn, like I can understand it now. Because people act out based on old experiences and things that they already did.
That's what they tell you. Psychiatrists will tell you that.
Yeah.
That, they say, like...
You say a lot of the things that adults go through now is based on childhood trauma.
Yeah.
And it's true.
It is true. But that's the thing. If you can, you kind of need therapists involved with your children when they're younger, so that way you help them work through those things.
But it's hard to get the children therapists when the parents aren't open to therapy.
Exactly.
It's like, how do you, for example, young man needed a hearing aid. Grandmother went out her way to accompany that. Mother says, you don't need that. So it's like you have to somehow educate the parents to realize what is needed for these babies to be successful. And at the end of the day, not end up like them. Like, and that's just the reality thing. It's time to change that cycle. It's time to break the cycle of what is going on out here. We've been going through it minimally 40 years. You know, angel dust, coke, marijuana, that's been around since before we were born. But honey, that crack is a different beast. And when that hit us, it hit us. And it is a main component in what's going on today.
Because these children are byproducts of that, you know.
When we were kids, we still had our grandparents to love us. You understand? We still had our grandparents and our grandfathers show us structure, to show us discipline. Even when our parents started to stray, because the reality of things, at least one or two of our parents ended up trying that out. Trust me when I tell you. And if you say they didn't, you're lying. Lies. Because at least one, or if not, you're lucky.
At that time, that was the hype.
If not, you're lucky. If both of your parents, or at least not one, didn't get caught up at one way or another, then good job. Because baby, I could turn coke into crack when I was 7 years old. You understand? So, yeah, it was real. It was real. And if everybody's not stronger than the next man, and I had that choice to go both ways, I just figured I never wanted to live like that. That's not only my household, it's a lot of our households have been through that. A lot of us. A lot of our grandparents started raising us. But then, the generation after us is when it kind of changed. Because not only is your parent addicted to drugs, your parent and your grandparent is now addicted to drugs. So you don't have that foundation anymore. You don't have that love anymore. You don't have that nurturing anymore.
And the grandparents are super young now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, most of our age group, I know, was grandparents real early. And a lot of them is still screwed up on that stuff. And so and then on top of that, if we ain't ever got married and ever stayed married, you don't have no structure to show your grandkids anyway.
Only your children.
Yeah. I mean, your children ain't doing it. That's the first thing. Like, the children ain't going to do it. We ain't do it. You know what I mean? We turn around once we get in our late 30s and 40s and stuff. Now we trying to fix all that stuff. And by then, your kids don't want to listen to you.
I actually seen something.